Hey everybody, what's up? Is cheap, fast, reliable, high quality content a reality? Let's find out on this video. Hey everybody, what's up? Hernan Vazquez here. Welcome to another video, and thank you once again for the amazing amount of support, the comments, everything that you guys have been dropping on the YouTube channel, the Facebook group, you know, my Twitter profile. Pretty much everywhere I go, I find you guys, and it's pretty cool because, again, as I am always saying, this is just starting out, okay? This is kind of a young channel, and I love that you guys are liking what I'm doing, because that's the main idea, okay? To help you guys to increase your online income. Now, if you're making any kind of online business at this point in time, it's a reality that quality content, or content in general rather, it's one of the most critical assets or factors in your entire online marketing strategy. Because if you want visitors to come and convert from visitors to purchasers, you need high quality content. If you want people to find who you are or find you on the internet, you need high quality content. If you want to rank higher on Google, you need high quality content. If you want people coming back to your website, you need high quality content. So it pretty much doesn't matter what you do, you need high quality content. That makes that content, high quality content, makes it super difficult, and I think it's one of the most expensive assets out there, and I would put it above PPC and above anything else. You know, finding good writers, finding a good calendar schedule. You know, there's a huge amount of effort involved into creating high quality content. Even further, if you're a one-man show, okay? If you're a one-man show, you're pretty much writing the content and then posting, and then, you know, optimizing it for SEO, and then creating your own PPC campaign. So there's basically no escape to that. However, let me tell you that there are good news. There are some ways that you can create high quality, cheap, fast, and, you know, pretty much a badass kind of content that do not require you to burn your eyes and try to rip your face off because, you know, trying to populate your website your website with content. That's not the case. And this particular technique that I want to share with you today, it's called content curation. And it's a great technique to populate SEO websites, client websites, hell, even your company blog, your Twitter timeline, your Facebook group page, your emails, whatever you're trying to do. This is a great strategy. So let's dive right into how to do content curation the right way, step by step, right now. But first, let me explain what is content curation. Basically, content curation is adding your own opinion or your own way of seeing things or your own ideas to somebody else's content, okay? It can be another person, it could be, you know, another company, etc. That's basically the TLDR of content curation. So what are the steps of content curation? Well, it's pretty straightforward actually. Step number one would be to go out there and find related high quality authority content about your niche, okay? So let's say that you are a contractor working in a roofing company in Washington, DC, all right? And you want to grow your blog and you want to attract new leads to your business. When you're trying to go out there, you basically have two ways of approaching this. You can actually write the content or you can curate it. When you're curating, what you want to do is to go out there on the good old Google and search for roofing news, you know, technology upgrades to the roofing industry, even the Washington DC industry, you know, the US industry, the global industry for roofing, anything that's that's entirely relevant to your niche, both in terms of niche, that is roofing, or also in terms of geographical area, okay? You could post Washington DC news, for example, which would also be relevant to your particular case, okay? And this also applies for global companies. This is just an example, so follow me here. Now, once you find that content using the good old Google, go to Google News, etc. Once you find that content, you want to copy and paste it on your blog. As I said, you want to copy some paragraphs and paste it on your blog. Once you've done that, what you want to do is to add your own commentary to it. Okay, it's pretty straightforward. You just add what you think about it, how those news have impacted your own personal life, your company lives, etc. And what's really, really important in this case is that you cite the source. Okay, you cannot copy and paste. That would be plagiarism. What you want to do is to copy different parts of the content whenever it makes sense and leave a link back to the original source. Okay, so, and this is really important. It has huge SEO benefits if you do this correctly. Then you can add videos and you can comment on videos and you can curate your own videos. You can curate your own Twitter timeline, which is pretty much when you're retweeting or adding your little commentary. That's exactly what you're doing. And if you ask me, what about content penalties, or if this is a good practice, just look at the big media outlets. That's exactly what they're doing most of the time. And they have full staff of full-time journalists, okay? People that went to college and they are hiring them to do content curation most of the time, okay? So this is a completely good and accepted practice, white hat practice that you can use to populate your websites with content. It's a cheap, fast way to create high quality content that people engage, that Google loves, and there's a bunch of other benefits attached to it. Now, this is kind of the 30,000 foot view overview of the entire process, okay? If you want to really dive into content curation and if you really want to know more about content curation, my team and I, Semantic Mastery in conjunction with Mastery PR, which is another company that I'm part of, we have teamed up and come up with Content Kimping, which is a step-by-step, really over-the-shoulder training on how to find the best content sources, how to curate them in a way that makes sense, how to add your authority outbound links in a way that Google loves, and how to basically not fuck it up, all right? Because it's kind of delicate and you want to really be sure what you're doing. Plus, we go through a lot of tools. This is the manual route, but if you want to go the automated route or the semi-automated route, there are a bunch of tools that you can use to, pretty much accelerate the content curation process. So instead of spending 20 minutes per post, you end up spending 5, okay, which is pretty damn cool. So if you want to check it out, we are launching Content Kimping this week. I'm gonna leave a link below. It's super step-by-step. In fact, I think that the launch price is a steal because of the value that's inside of the training. And remember this, guys, we generate our training thinking about training our own virtual assistants. All right, what does that mean? In short, means that it's foolproof. It means that you can grab a completely untrained VA and you can plug him into one end of the content kimping training, and on the other end you will have a highly trained content curation. This means basically two things. Number one, that you can completely outsource the content production for your company without having to break the bank, which is pretty damn amazing, okay? You can hire content curations instead of, Harvard degree college students, content generators that won a Nobel Prize that will charge a ton of money for each piece of article. Instead, you can actually hire content curators, all right? Which makes the process so much simpler, so much easier, and so much cheaper. That's number one. And number two, there's a business behind this. If you're using content curation for your own company, you can start offering content curation for other businesses, which is a business in and of itself, but that's for another video, right, guys? So Content Kimping, once again, is launching this week. The week launch and the launch price, is going to stay for, I think, 5 to 7 days, maybe, if I get to convince the NPR guys. But if not, it's going to go up pretty damn fast, okay? And the response for this kind of training has been crazy because, again, it's step by step. It's super inexpensive, trust me. And it's not just another shiny object. It's an asset that your company and your business will use time and time and time and time again of the future, because content curation has been here forever and it's here to stay. Thank you guys for watching. Check Content Kingpin on the video, on the links below. If you love these videos, just drop me a like, drop me a subscribe button, click on the subscribe button, drop me a comment, drop me a a piece of brick or something through my head, whatever you want to drop me. I will be more than happy to accept that. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.